and today I'm just going to be showing you some ways to draw cartoon cat eyes. Originally I was going to do a live stream, but not anymore. Anyways, let's get started. As you can see, I've already drawn 5 ways to draw cartoon eyes, and yeah, I have. But just so that you guys really know how to draw these, I am going to be drawing them again for you. But these are what they're going to look like, or at least I'll try to make them look like that. And the reason why you might pick one over the other, it really depends on the type of style you're looking for, on the type of cat you're drawing, and on the personality of the cat. For example, if you're looking for a more realistic style, pretty much none of these will really work that well because these are mostly cartoon style eyes. But I think that perhaps this one, and this one may work. And again, if you're looking for a very kind or or pretty much a sweet cat kind of look, then you might choose this eye. And if you're looking for someone who's interested or maybe very observative, then perhaps this one. And it all just depends. But I think you'll be able to tell with these. So now let's get started. First, I am going to be drawing the eye that is shown right here. So let's get started. Let's see the size of my brush. For some reason, right now, my finger doesn't seem to be working. Oh, alright, never mind. Thank you. Let's get started. So I'll be drawing the left version now. So let's begin. First I'm gonna start with drawing just the circle part of the eye, obviously. So, you know, because we want the really eye type look. Alright, so now that I've done that, let's start over. Sorry guys, I am a really bad drawer, and you could also say a slow one. But so this isn't really for you to copy my drawing or to show my drawing at all. This is simply for you to get ideas for your cat's eyes and just use this for your drawing. But please do not screenshot these and use them for your own cats. Feel free to reference and even heavily reference if you insist. But please do not completely take this or trace. And so now I'm just going to draw this. Alright, so you can literally use any color eye. I'm just doing blue because that's what's easiest for me right now. And I also recommend using a slightly darker color for next as shading, because I think that always makes it look a little more realistic and better. So now let's do white, and we'll add the shine. Also, this should be a pretty realistic type of drawing tutorial because, as you probably have noticed, I am not a very good drawer, so this shouldn't be hard to follow. Now, alright, so that's the first cat eye. It's a little smaller, but you know, not everyone's perfect, obviously. So let's go on to the next eye. This one's a little more rounded and very big. But of course you can make it smaller to match the size of the cat and pretty much anything. Also, feel free to completely to completely change the look of these eyes, because I'm not, like I said before, this isn't free. This is mainly for just people to choose what kind of eye they want and to reference. This isn't that you have to do this or you can't do this or anything. This is literally just a free kind of reference showing video. So, since I don't want my cat to be cross-eyed, I'm going to have the same eye. But if you're looking for a very cute style, you might want to do cross-eyed. But sometimes cross-eyed can also look a little creepy, so if you're looking for cute, then try not to go too overboard with the cross-eye eyes. And let's go back to my blue. Blue. Alright, so I'm just going to fill that in. Now do my shading. And you can see that I'm not using any kind of fill tools or anything. This is because the program I'm using is completely free. I believe it is called... No, I'm sorry, I forgot what this program is called. But I'll definitely get back to anyone who wants to know, so simply ask in the comments and I will answer. Because I can't check during filming a video, but I can check later. So let's just put that out there. Anyways, also, if you ever have any suggestions, or if you want to suggest a theme for my next video, you'll get a shout out, and I'll most likely do your suggestion. I also really like animating, so I'm also willing to animate your characters and whatever you want, pretty much. Alright. I am trying to make these eyes look sort of similar, but if you don't want same eye syndrome, as some people call it, then maybe you want to switch up these eyes a little. And a lot of these eye ideas do not belong to me. I am mostly sort of just basing them off of styles I've seen and just the average drawing, but I'm not tracing these or heavily referencing. So let's get that eye shape out of the way, and let's continue with this. And let's try and get onto the pupil. And whenever you might see that I'm using eyelashes or when I'm doing these little triangle things, well, that's because that's just for some reason cat's eyes seem to just do that, and that's just how a lot of cat eyes work. And if you're looking for cat eyes, cat cartoony eyes, you're most likely gonna find lots of eyes with that kind of style. So now let's add the eye color, and we can continue on to the next eye. And I know this is longer than my average video. If that's annoying, I am very sorry. It's just drawing takes a little while, obviously, or at least with me, because I'm a horrible drawer, but anyways, let's get on with the next eye, because I'm about to be done. And there's most likely a quicker way to draw this, like using the fill tool or something. But like I said before, I'm using a completely free program, so I can't use the fill tool. It costs $25. So, alright. Let's go on to the next eye once I complete the shading. Good. Now, as you can see, my eyes are a little wonky, but that's gonna happen if you're trying to draw eyes sometimes. Alright, now this one's another circular eye, but now it's completely circular. So you're going to try and do a perfect circle. But as you can see, I cannot do a perfect circle. And that is why my eye is not going to look as good as what your eye is probably going to look like if you use this eye type. So this eye type's color is a little different, and it doesn't leave as much of the color. So if you're trying to highlight the color on a cat, or like that's one of their main character traits, having a certain eye color or something, or you want to refer to their eye color if you're writing some kind of story about them, then you probably wouldn't want to make this as your drawing for them. But if you're just looking for a normal cat, it's a little that's very cartooniest, then this is a good eye type for you. I find this also a little similar to a lot of little mini figures and bobbleheads kind of eyes. Like I believe like LOL dolls and even Littlest Pet Shop has eyes similar to this. This is a common style because it's very cartoony and very just sort of likable for cute cats. Speaking of cats, I've been animating cats a lot lately, and I would really appreciate if you checked out those animations, as your views and comments make me happy and encourage me to continue animating. So now let's try and finish this eye so we can go on to the next eye and not make this video 612 hours long. And also I am you might see that I am using, you might have noticed that you might have noticed signs that I'm using my finger. Yes, I am. I find fingers a lot easier than mice. I don't mean mice the animal, I mean mice the controller, the computer version. So that's why I'm using my finger. Alright, now the last eye, and this eye is definitely the simplest, but one of the most commonly used. To be honest, I use it the most when I'm doing close-ups of cats. When I'm doing far-ups of cats, I do very simple ones, even more simple than this, because they're very small and almost not visible. If you want, I can show you the eye style that I use real quick for small cats like that. I just do that kind of stuff. That is not really what I do, but it's the kind of skeleton of it. If you want, I can show you it, maybe in the end of the video. But that's probably not going to happen. So I'm really hoping to make this video not longer than 16 minutes. Alright, so let's continue with this. Alright, this cat eye is going this way. The one that I drew before, so yeah. And you might be wondering why I drew these before. It's mostly for practice and for reference, because I don't want to go into this video not knowing how to draw these cat eyes, or not even knowing what I'm going to draw in this video, so that's why. Now let's color in this eye and do the shading. Now lastly, let's add like the dilated kind of pupil. Alright, so those are the 5 eye types. Now, since we do have a small bit of time left, I will show you the way that I draw eyes on cats that I'm not trying to make very detailed. So let's start with that. This might look like an eyebrow, but hopefully it will stop looking like an eyebrow when I actually add the eye part. And this style I actually made up myself, so no, I did not take it from other people's styles or reference. So now this side's gonna be red because I think I've been using blue. Actually, no, red's evil. Oh my god, what am I doing to this poor cat? Seriously. All right, this cat's gonna have dark green eyes. Oh my god, what just happened? All right, so no, don't worry, that's not it. Then I do that. I like to make my brush very small for this so that I don't oversize the dilated pupil. And pretty much just and that's what I do. I do add a little bit of shading, but it's very light, the shading that I do. So let's just quickly. Alright, so those are the 5 eye types, and then my eye type that I'm doing. Next video, or maybe the video after next video, whatever, will most likely be about cat expressions, and especially focusing on the eye part of the expression. So that's it. This was Kitty Love Kitty. Hey!